You are like me. The first day, I thought, this man will be my friend. But enemy of Japan.
That was a clip from the upcoming World War II drama Unbroken. The character you heard was a merciless prison commandant named Matsuhiro Watanabe. He tormented an American POW named Lou Zamperini. Prior to the war, Zamperini had been a USC athlete and an Olympic runner. The film was adapted from the best-selling book by Laura Hillebrand and directed by Angelina Jolie. When Jolie was casting the role of Watanabe, she wanted an actor who could walk into a huge crowd, like a World War II POW camp, and own the place. Somebody, Jolie told her casting director, who was a little bit like a rock star. So they found a Japanese rocker who goes by the one-word name Miyavi to play Watanabe. He was a particularly vicious tormentor of Zamperini while he was in prison for more than 2 years. Miyavi is with us in the studio. Thank you for coming on The Frame.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I want to see if you can remember your first conversations with Angelina Jolie about this movie. Did you know anything about this story? Did you know anything about Lou Zamperini when you first had contact with Angelina?
Actually, I didn't know about this book before, but of course then I got some details of this script. And then I was not sure that if I was capable to do this because it's really risky to tackle this role as a Japanese because it's really sensitive issue, talking about the war. And I didn't want to represent any negative side of Japanese culture, being a villain who tortures the main American hero, Louis Zamperini.
As a Japanese student, how do you study the war? What perspective does the nation teach its children about its role in the war?
It's pretty controversial. It's pretty hard to discuss about the war in Japan. Even visiting the temple is not allowed. So, just hard relationship with other countries in Asia, China, Korea. I'm half Korean, so actually I have my fans in Korea, China. I go to those countries to do music, and we just share that moment together. 3, 2, 1, we're counting down. Let's turn it up. That future's here. We're happy with the music, so it's not political or whatever. But yeah, talking about war is really sensitive in Japan, and even at the school.
You have, when you're talking with Angelina Jolie about acting in this film, you have reservations about the content, about the character of Watanabe. Do you also have reservations or concerns about acting?
Actually, when I went to Australia for the rehearsal, we had no actual rehearsal. So that's why I was really surprised. And then I asked Ange, what I should do on set, because I have no experience as an actor. But she said, it's okay, just be yourself. But I didn't know what to do. But I really tried to keep putting reality into the performance because that's only what I could do. And then especially the bird is an actual person. So I wanted to put humanity into the character. And I don't say what he's done to Louis Zamperini or other prisoners is right. But I also wanted to show the respect toward actual person.
Watanabe, also known as the Bird, is a particularly sadistic person.
You are enemies of Japan. You will be treated accordingly. Look at me. Look me in the eye.
And he almost takes, I think it's the way the book is written by Laura Hillebrand, almost sexual pleasure in how he is torturing the prisoners, particularly Lou Zamperini. When you talk about that kind of character, how do you find as an actor, how do you get to a place when you can play somebody who is that sadistic, who is that cruel?
It's really, really hard to play that role as a Japanese, and then especially the other actors, Jack, Garrett, the co-stars in this film. It's pretty hard to keep the distance from them. I really wanted to hang out with them on set, what's up, blah, blah, but I couldn't do it because I needed to put reality and humanity into that character. And then even on set, I didn't talk to them much.
Jack O'Connell plays Lou Zamperini in the movie. So you were kind of alone as an actor because you're making your first movie role. You're alone because you are having to do this part in English, and you're alone because you can't hang out with these people because that would create, I guess, an inauthentic performance once you're on camera.
Yeah, it was torture to me to be alone on set without any experience. So, but it was fine. Just his English is pretty tough to understand with his strong accent. So, yeah.
I was talking with Angelina, and she said that when she was thinking about casting Watanabe, she kept thinking about this person being a rock star, meaning somebody who could come into a crowded prison camp, like a crowded auditorium, and control the room. Did you ever see it the same way, that there was a similarity between Miyavi as this musician and playing Watanabe, this character?
Yeah, I found a similarity between acting and singing. It's all about emotion and the message through the performance. But on stage, I'm always able to be myself, 100% Miyavi. But playing a role in a film, it's not me. At the same time, I don't want to disappoint anybody, especially Japanese people. And it's totally different, but I also find a similarity.
You talked about the concerns that you had playing this character. How do you hope the film is received in Japan in particular? What do you hope people take away from this movie?
Actually, what I strongly feel is Louis Zamperini is not only an American hero, but also an international hero who delivers. Even Japanese people can respect him. And in the end, he forgave Japanese people and he came back to Japan, even after the hard time he had. So I think Japanese people can receive that message from Louis Zamperini in his life. I mean, I don't know if that's the right answer to your question, but yeah, I really want Japanese people to watch this film. Yeah, because, the book is pretty controversial. How to say, it's not too friendly to Japanese people. But this film is quite different and it is really more human.
Miyavi is a Japanese musician, and he plays Matsuhiro Watanabe in the upcoming film Unbroken. Miyavi, thank you so much.
Thank you. Arigato.